getting them into like a group choke variation that can maybe either turn into a takedown, but obviously I'm trying to get the submission. But not maybe I could use it to get better position on me. So I get a cross grip, but not too. It's not like a normal something like that. It's not like that. I want to wrap this around his head and put his head in the armpit that's on the same side of that grip. If I have my right arm, I want his head here. So the grip is, and there's going to be a lot of different variations to set it up when you go live, right? I'm going to pull, push. If he's leaning down, it's like he's more susceptible to it, just things like that. So what I'm going to do is reach to the back of the head and start opening up my elbow on this grip. I'm going to bring it up, and once his head's in there, then I'm going to start circling towards his back. But since I want to get the choke and to put a little bit more leverage on the choke, I'm going to put my head in this pocket like that. A lot of the time, your opponent might fall to their knees. Go ahead and fall to your knees, and we might end up here. Okay, so you can finish it here, especially if you already feel it tight. You just keep squeezing there. It's kind of almost like a clock choke for a second. You can totally get it right there. You can even get it here, just like standing like that, just by pulling. A lot of times people tend to fall to their knees there though when you do that. And if you feel like it's loose, I was talking about turning it into a position instead. I want to choke them, but sometimes things are just not there. If we ever go here and we fall to our knees, as soon as I let it go, I grab his waist, and then you get a go around. Then you get a chance to attack the back. But I want to get a submission. Now I can add a little bit more of a hop into it. I don't normally like jumping on people, but I'm really not jumping on people here. Like if he keeps his head up and he thinks I can't loop choke him here, I go like kind of catch him just for that. I'm not jumping on him, just jumping up to get my elbow up higher. I'm not 6'3", I'm only 6'1". So I go here. Okay, now sometimes your opponent might fall right here. This is kind of weird, but if I can start going like that, I can finish him here. Even come up and catch this leg. It's a pretty brutal choke. Like if you watch just randomly type people going to sleep in competitions, this one's like one of the more common ones you'll see, like a loop choke variation. People being choked completely out. So here, head inside. If he just sits to his ass, I'm going to try to go into this. Any questions on it? This is a lot of like, you have to mess around with it. Go for it live. Even if we're on our knees, go to your knees real quick. The loop, guess what? This, on your knees, because of front headlock, I can just grab his collar and we're in. Right? Because of front headlock, I'm on top of him. So I don't have to hit him with like a loop trap here. So if we're here and in anywhere like this range, whether we're sitting, he's on his knees, we're standing. If I can get that going, I'm into that loop system. I can start finishing a bunch of different ways. Even sometimes you can even, without grabbing the leg, especially on your knees, this is roll underneath them like that, and look at this arm. Catch the back of the head. So getting into these like loop variations, there's a lot of different ways to finish it, even without grabbing the leg. But like maybe try to figure that one out, and then see if you want to mess around with the one where you just put a half Nelson in. Any questions on it?
Is it going to depend probably just on the person where you're grabbing on the lapel? Do you want to grab kind of loose? Or do you want to grab kind of tight at the first?
Yeah, because if I go higher, then it's so tight here. I can get it to happen, and once it's on, it's really tight. But it takes longer to get it because of the friction on his head. Any other questions? All right, I'll do the whole thing at once. So I get a cross grip, back of the head. Maybe I even get it, and I'll test them to see. Oh, you have a bad posture. Boom, you're in. I go ahead and say, I can finish it right here. Or get a go around. All right, let's go try it.